What's going on, guys? JayeDeBlack here. Salute to everybody tuning in. I want to talk about Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards has been ordered to pay one of his baby mother's $14,000 a month in child support, plus her legal fees, which will run about $21,000, I believe. Now, this is not Ayesha, the one that he actually defeated in court and got the child support lowered from $5,000 to $3,000. This is a woman by the name of Alexandria, aka Allie D. Now, Allie D has been trying to get money out of him for, since the child was born over the last year or so. And she got this $14,000 a month. She actually wanted more for one child. And they're basing it off of how much money he makes individually. I tell y'all, man, these courts, all they do is siphon money from men. So he should be punished for his income for one child, not two, not three, one. So one child, you have to pay $14,000 for. That money is not going nowhere near, going to be anywhere. That child is not going to benefit from the majority of that money. That money, majority of it is going to her. She has kind of been hiding off social media. She took all her posts down, but I have no doubt that she's going to pop back out very, very soon now that she has this money and act like, she's some sort of, world traveling influencer, right? Because that's what they do. And this heifer actually went to court and said she only makes $1,000 a month. So what have you been doing all this time? How have you been feeding yourself? How have you been taking care of the child? How was she allowed to put this in, to tell them this and they actually believe it? So you mean to tell me that this heifer's broke and hasn't gotten a job? I think women should be penalized for not getting a job when they are seeking child support. How can she get away with only making $1,000 a month and the judge not penalize her for that? Tell her she needs to get a job, because you can't. The father should not be 100% responsible for the care of the child. It takes two people to have a child, and it should take two people to raise the child. But you got these lazy heifers who don't want to work. They just want to be taken care of. You had unprotected relations with Anthony Edwards. That was a choice. That was a choice. Because you knew you could get pregnant by him. You knew he was young and naive coming out of college, and he's getting this woman pregnant, that woman pregnant. And again, both parents should be responsible for taking care of this child financially, the raising of it. Both parents should be responsible. Why is it always the man has to be responsible because he makes a great living? She could be making one too if she was actually creative and actually got out there and made a career for herself, but she just wants to live off his money. Just be straight up lazy, right? That's all she want to do. These heifers ain't got no ambition to do anything until they get somebody else's money. Now all of a sudden they all types of bosses and CEOs and they're entrepreneurs. No, you're just a lazy heifer who takes money from this man who wants nothing to do with you or the child, which is unfortunate for the child. But these women put themselves in these positions when they have unprotected relations with these guys because they want a child. They want a baby by these guys because they're lazy and they don't want to work. So let's get into this. NBA star Anthony Edwards is now on the hook for $14,000 a month in child support for his ex, Alexandria, and the money is for the kid he claims he never even met. According to court docs obtained by TMZ, the amount was determined based on the Minnesota Timberwolves guard's monthly income of nearly $4.8 million, and the figure represents a massive increase over the baseline amount around the $32 per month. Alexandria was asking for a higher amount. Of course she was. Of course she was. Because the money is for her. It ain't really for the child. It's for her. That we need to establish that women, it should be mandatory for women to have employment before they collect any child support, because that child support is not for you to live off of. It's not for you to pay all your bills on. It's not for you to go on vacations with. It's to take care of the child's needs. The docs say Alexandria pulls in around $1,000 per month. Do y'all believe this? So this heifer's broke. So this heifer is straight up broke. No job, no career. What is your purpose? Except for having a baby by an NBA player. She testified that she hopes to complete her college education to better support the child. Well, you haven't completed it yet? What you waiting on? The court noted that Anthony has enough money to spend $31,000 on food, $70,000 on entertainment, and $30,000 on vacations, because it's his money. It's his money. It ain't hers. Again, it should be mandatory for these women to have jobs before they collect any child support. She talking about she hopes to finish her education. When you gonna finish it? Is it gonna be next year, the year after that, the year after that? You ain't never finishing it. In addition to child support, the judge ordered Anthony to take out a life insurance policy worth about $2.6 million, with Alexandria named as the primary beneficiary, and pay Alexandria legal fees totaling around $21,000. That to me is very strange. Why are judges ordering these guys to take out life insurance policies for the baby mama? That is very strange. That is very, very strange, because he's not even in a relationship with her. And he's just a $2.6 million life insurance policy. Listen, Anthony, be very careful out here. Okay? Be very careful out here, because that's crazy. And she's the beneficiary. That is wild. This guy is a healthy professional athlete. Alexandria and Anthony share a son, Amir, born in 2023. The docs note that Anthony admitted under oath that he never met his son in person and is not seeking to have any parenting time with the kid. I think that's why the judge probably gave her the $14,000, because he wants nothing to do with the child. So they're trying to take it out on him financially. It's not going to work. He doesn't care. As TMZ first reported, Anthony was ordered to pay $3,000 to his other baby mama, Ayesha Howard, over their daughter. Kids, they ain't cheap. I think the judge might have been upset with Anthony, and that's why. I don't know what state this is in. Maybe y'all know what state this is in. This is either Florida or California, because Georgia has been very favorable to him. So this has to be either Florida or California, where this case was held. But either way, this man just got married. He just got married. This is the woman he wants to be with. This is who he wants to have a family with. But he made huge mistakes getting those heifers pregnant when he did. Hopefully he's learned from this, because this is a very expensive lesson. Very expensive lesson for Anthony Edwards. I'm hopeful that he learned his lesson and he won't be out here impregnating randoms anymore, just because he finds them attractive. These women are nothing more than sharks, and they're out here seeking financial assistance from these dudes, from these athletes, because they don't have any talent. So they want these athletes to put, to get them pregnant so they can live off that, right? And I'm telling you right now, you're going to see her pop out on Instagram very soon, acting like, she's one, and, she's living her best life. Even though she claims she's working on her education, she only makes $1,000 a month. Just straight up broke. And again, I'm going to assume that Anthony has learned his lesson. He hasn't impregnated any other women recently after Allie, which was in 2023, especially after Ayesha. This dude, he linked up with two gold diggers, two women who have absolutely no career. Ayesha has a son by a rapper. Like, these women have no career, no talent, no skill, except for trying to look pretty so they can get the attention of a famous person. And he has to get punished financially because, well, that's what they all do, right? This is why I tell y'all, I'm not for getting married at all. Don't let nobody ever, especially if you have money and resources, talk you into getting married. You have so many athletes recently who've gotten married. I hope it works out for them, because we've seen way too many cautionary tales of women. It's the marriage isn't even over. The marriage ain't been over a day and they already in court demanding all types of money and property, right? Even if they only been with you for like half a year, they have all these demands. This is the price you pay when you out here impregnating these random heifers because you're attracted to them. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all next.